Wilmington Police Department for their support to make this parade possible. Following the motorcycle tour, and I also see the state of Delaware, we appreciate them joining us. We have the color guard for the city of Wilmington, carrying the American flag, the Delaware flag, and of course the city of Wilmington and the police flag. Special thanks again to the Wilmington Police Department for their support. And here is the Wilmington Police Department bagpipe troupe. And finally, I want to recognize the Wilmington Chief of Police, Bobby Cummings. Thank you, Chief Cummings, for coming out. All right, up next we've got a special treat. This is a 1943 M4A1 half-track. This was shipped to England in 1943 and took place in D-Day. It rolled through France to Germany to the Battle of the Bulge. In June of '45, it was hit by mortar and returned to the U.S. for repairs. After the war ended, it was put to work as a snowplow in Utah for many years, then was later taken to California and restored and served in many movies, including Saving Private Ryan, Mulholland Drive, and War Games, Kelly Heroes, Patton, and The Bridge Too Far. It was purchased in 2005 by Dan Barry and is now taken to air shows and military exhibits to honor our servicemen and women all over the world. Thank you to Dan Barry for bringing this out. We are now to the point where we're going to introduce the president of the Wilmington Jaycees. His name is Donald White. He is our 2014 president. He is a strategic account manager with SEV1, and we're going to let Donnie say a few words to the crowd.
Just want to thank everyone for coming out today. Thank you all very much, and have a safe and happy holiday.
Oh, and I want to recognize that Donnie is driven in a 1999 Corvette from Rob Gagan, and he has brought this car on behalf of his father. So thank you, Rob. All right, up next, we have the Salesianum High School Marching Band under the direction of Brian Cox. High School Marching Band. Let's give them a hand. Thank you. We have our first of 8 floats today. This is the Christmas Garden Float, and it is sponsored by the Mayor of Wilmington, the Honorable Dennis P. Williams. Mayor Williams is in his second year as mayor of Wilmington. And as the float approaches, we will give him the microphone and let him address the crowd.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Let's have a great time. And I know the kids are waiting for Santa Claus, so the politician's going to get off the microphone. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Williams. I want to recognize a couple of other people on the float with the mayor. First in the front, hopefully the kids recognize Scooby-Doo and Dora the Explorer. And then in the back, we have Miss Wilmington, Emily Beal. And we thank the Wilmington Jaycees, thank the mayor of Wilmington and his office for their support in making this parade possible. And the mayor's office wants to remind everyone to stay downtown after the parade to patronize the restaurants and stores all over the city. Thank you very much. Performance is going to be by Fierce Dance Academy. Fierce is a second-time entry in our parade. They are under the direction of Ashley Zolano. Fierce Dance Academy is recreational and a competitive studio in Newcastle, Delaware. And they've got a wonderful float here, which is, we love that. It looks like we got the Grinch on there. We got the Grinch. And here comes Fierce Dance Academy from Newcastle, Delaware. Let's give them a warm welcome. Thank you, Fierce Dance Academy. We want to recognize Paul Voss Jr. He is the owner of this 1952 Ford Custom Line. This is a very rare car because of the Korean War. Steel was short at that time, and there was not many of them made. So Paul, we thank you for bringing out that 1952 Ford. Up next, we are very, very happy to have the Delaware Air National Guard. The Delaware National Guard is excited about being part of the Christmas Parade again this year. The Jaycees want to thank the men and women of the National Guard who protect our freedom here and abroad. And we want to thank their families for the many sacrifices they endure while their loved ones are away. Let's recognize the Family Support Group, the Delaware Army and Air National Guard, and Master Sergeant Victor Moody and his family, as well as Major Kimberly Lindgren and her family. Thank you again to the Delaware National Guard. So in addition to the flatbed truck, which you're seeing in front of the grandstand now, we've also got a Hummer, which is in Army Green right behind us. And that is followed by an Air Guard fire truck. Again, we thank the Delaware National Guard and all they do to protect us here and abroad. Our first of two string bands from Philadelphia. Up first is the Duffy String Band. Their captain is Teddy Kudrick, who plays drums. President is Charlie Kuczynski. Duffy has been with the Wilmington Parade since 1979 and has never missed a parade. They always are invited back. Let's hear it for Duffy String Band. Thank you. All right, our next float is the Gold Float, and this is sponsored by Wilmington City Council. I'm not sure which council people we have on board. Do I see Council President Gregory? There he is. Let's give Council President Gregory the mic, and I'll ask him to introduce his colleagues.
We have Councilwoman Sherry Dorsey Walker, Councilman Bob Williams, Councilwoman Maria Guevara, and Councilman Dash Brown. And her little dog Jordan, and our social media person Lori Wood. Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year, and be safe. God bless.
Thank you, Council President Gregory. I also want to recognize Bob the Builder on the front. How about Bob? All right, we have our next performance. This is the School of Rock. The School of Rock is the first musical school in our area that's an after-school performance-based music school focused primarily on classic rock. Students enrolled are ranged from age 5 to 65. Let's hear them. Up next, we have our state auditor, Tom Wagner. Tom is being driven in a 1966 Impala Super Sport, all original. The owner is Tony Lewis. This is the first of a number of cars provided to us today by the Soul Riders Auto Club. So we thank them. We're going to ask this gentleman to stop, and we'll give the microphone to Auditor Wagner.
Wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thank you, Auditor Wagner. Behind him, we have also provided to us by the Soul Riders. We have a 2008 Ford Mustang, and Rose Heder is bringing that out. Thank you, Rose. All right, next up we have a 1993 Ford Mustang by Vaughn Hayward. Thank you, Vaughn. And then I see a 2011 Mustang GT from Reuben Williams. Thanks, Reuben. And finally, a 2012 Dodge Challenger by Craig Hudson. Thank you for the Soul Riders for bringing out those vehicles. Next up, we have Kuba Academy Girl Scout Troop 1523. The Girl Scout troop is a diverse group of talented, fun-loving girls from Kumba Academy School. If you would like more information, please call Kumba or join them every other Tuesday. Thank you, ladies. All right, up next, we have the Newcastle County Mounted Patrol under the direction of Senior Sergeant Mary Devine. We want to thank the Newcastle County Police for bringing out these beautiful horses and making them a part of our parade. Thank you. And I want to recognize the friends of the Mounted Patrol who are helping to keep the streets of Wilmington clean. Thank you. And we're also joined by a Newcastle County Police cruiser. So thank you. Thank you to the Newcastle County Police. Up next, we have our third float. This is the North Pole float, and the sponsor is the Newcastle County Executive, Tom Gordon. Unfortunately, County Executive Gordon is out of town with his family for the holiday, so he sends his regrets, but he and his staff wish everyone a happy holiday season. Okay, we have the Chief of Staff for Mr. Gordon, so we thank the Newcastle County. Oh my, let's be careful with the throwing, just be careful with the throwing of the candy. We don't want to take an eye out. I want to thank the Newcastle County Executive, and let's recognize Elmo. Elmo fell down. Thank you, Elmo. All right, up next, we have our Newcastle County Recorder of Deeds, Michael Kozakowski. Do we have Michael Kozakowski?
We got little Michael.
Oh, he's driving. No. Junior. All right, I'm not seeing Recorder of Deeds Kozakowski, but we thank him and his vehicle for coming out.
He's walking. He's walking. He's walking.
Oh, he's walking. He must be politicking.
That's over. That's over.
All right, up next we have, first of all, I want to recognize this tractor provided to us today by Ramsey Farms. We certainly appreciate Ramsey Farms bringing this very nice tractor. And on board, we have the Tally Middle School Glee Club. They are an all-girls, audition-only ensemble comprised of girls in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. The girls rehearse on Friday afternoons after school and perform at least once a month at local community events and special school functions. And they perform at least 3 formal concerts a year. And are the girls going to be performing for us today? Okay. Thank you, Tally Middle School Glee Club. All right, up next we have our Mickey's Christmas Float, and this is sponsored by Channel 6, ABC. First and foremost, I want to recognize our celebrity guest, Eva Pilgrim. She is back for the 2nd year, and once the float drives up a little more, we'll give Eva the microphone. But Eva joined ABC 6 in December of 2012. She has previously spent time with stations in Indianapolis and Charlotte, as well as Columbia. And we are happy to have not only 6 ABC as a sponsor, but Eva here with us today.
Hi, thanks for having us. I'm on the Tally float. These young people are all quite intelligent. So I'm gonna let them tell a little bit about yourselves. What group are you part of?
We're part of Tally Middle School, an AVID program.
Now what does AVID stand for?
Advancement via Individual Determination.
So all the kids on this float will be going to college. Let's give them a round of applause.
Yes, thank you, Eva. Yes, Eva is right. We have the AVID program with Tally Middle School. This is an advancement by via individual determination, and they seek to close the achievement gap by preparing all students for college readiness and success in a global society. And they're under the direction of Paula Mitchell. So we thank Tally Middle School, the AVID program, for coming out. And before they go, I want to recognize two other celebrities. We got Winnie the Pooh, and I got Tigger in the back. All right, thank you all. Up next, we have Horizon Services. This is their second year in our parade. When a Horizon Services plumbing, heating, or air conditioning service technician comes to your home, he's trained to fix the problem right the first time. Horizon Service technicians are always on time, or your service is 100% free, and you'll never pay extra for late night, weekend, or holiday service. Call Horizon Services for your next plumbing, heating, or air conditioning service. Now have another returning favorite. There's no need to fear. Underdog is here. Underdog is a TV cartoon superhero who, like Superman, has the power to fly. Because he originated in 1964, this is Underdog's 50th or golden anniversary. Here he is live once again, thanks to Suzanne Muldowney of Delram, New Jersey, in a special gold costume to commemorate the golden anniversary. Let's give Underdog a special big hand for his 50th anniversary. Underdog, keep flying high. This is the 1st Delaware Regiment Fife and Drum Corps. They are the living history group whose mission is to educate the public on Delaware and Delawareans in the American Revolution via living history programs and portraying the following: the 1st Delaware Regiment, Delaware Militia, as well as a number of other groups. The 1st Delaware Regiment Fife and Drum Corps is a new addition, and we are very proud to play music just like they did in the 18th century.